If you have a house in Maumee, Ohio that you inherited, or if you have a house in Maumee that is going through the probate process, this video is for you. My name is Dave Perchin, and for over 14 years, my team and I has been buying properties in and around Maumee. And a lot of the sellers that we work with and a lot of the residents, when they're selling a property, we work with a lot of people who inherit properties in Maumee, Ohio. And typically what we have seen in these conversations is the probate process, inheriting a property, it can sometimes be overwhelming. It can sometimes be complicated. Sometimes there's a lot of paperwork involved if you're dealing with attorneys in the court and things like that. So the last thing that we want to do when we're discussing the house that you inherited in Maumee, Ohio, is make anything more complicated. We're here to definitely make things more simple. That is our core value here. And the way that we do that is we're going to buy the house in its as-is condition. So that means you never need to fix anything, you don't need to clean anything or haul anything away. We handle everything for you. We're not like a traditional buyer who's working with a traditional lender or a mortgage company, because a traditional buyer, if they're working with that type of lender, they got to do a formal inspection and they got to do a formal appraisal on the house, and now you're looking at potentially needing to fix things before this lender's willing to close. And unfortunately, you give away a lot of your control because now you have to wait for this lender to approve this transaction. When you sell to us here, there's no approvals needed. We're going to make you a fair cash offer, and we're going to buy the house in its as-is condition. Also, when you're working with a traditional buyer who's working with a mortgage and a lender and all this stuff, oftentimes they're represented with a real estate agent, and they're going to expect you to pay commissions as the seller of this property. That's all money that's actually coming out of your pocket. So when you sell to us, we're not only going to buy it in its as-is condition, buy it for cash, so there's no approvals needed, but there's also no commissions and no fees and no transaction fees whatsoever. There's no fees whatsoever to you. The only thing that would come out of the sales price when we're buying the house would be any maybe back taxes to the county, or potentially any liens on the property, like a mortgage or something like that. We see that stuff, but we work with a title company. They'll find anything attached to the property, and they're going to make sure it all gets paid off at the closing, and everything's going to be handled extremely easy for you from beginning to end. So if you have a house in Maumee that you inherited, or a house in Maumee, Ohio that is going through the probate process, give us a call at 614-300-5151, or visit us online at sellhousecolumbus.com. Now, I know it says Columbus in the website name. That's just because we were founded in Columbus, but we're very active buyers in Maumee, Ohio, all over Toledo, and quite frankly, all over the great state of Ohio. We live here. This is not some call center located in some foreign, distant land that you have to work with. We are neighbors, and we're going to treat you like a neighbor. We're going to treat you fairly. And when we get on the phone with you, we're going to make you a fair cash offer on the property. If our offer works for you, great. We'll move forward. We'll make it happen for you. If our offer does not work for you, we'll simply shake hands and part as friends. We're never going to apply pressure or create stress for you or pull any gimmicks or sales tactics or anything like that. We're going to treat you fairly from the very first phone call up until the closing table. So our phone number, once again, is 614-300-5151, and our website is sellhousecolumbus.com. We look forward to speaking with you, and we look forward to working with you.